Good morning. How you doing? It's Mitch, back with you. Another Mitch's Morning Musing. How do you eat an elephant? That's my question for you this morning. You ever felt like you was eating an elephant? You just kind of overwhelmed by all that's in front of you, all that you've got to tend to and take care of. You ever felt that way? I think that's a common occurrence for many of us. I am a husband, I am a father, I have 3 boys, I have started a non-profit coaching ministry, and man, there's so much going on, so many things that I need to learn and need to know how to do. Many times I feel like that. It's like, my gosh, what do I do? There's so many important things that need attention, need to be prioritized, and a lot of priorities. What do you do? Feels like an elephant that you've got to eat. So do you remember that old question? I've heard it all my life. I've actually been amazed as I've asked that question to some people. They look at me like a cow looking at a new gate. They have no idea what I'm talking about. So evidently it's not world known. But as I was a child growing up, I would have an issue and my mama or others would say, how do you eat an elephant? And the expected answer everyone knew was 1 bite at a time. 1 bite at a time. That's how you eat. That's how you eat anything. That's how you deal with anything. So I ran across this little meme. When you feel overwhelmed, remember, a little at a time is how it gets done. 1 thing, 1 task, 1 moment at a time. And I thought, man, that is so good. I just feel my body relaxing. I feel myself just chilling and calming down. Because it's true, man. Regardless, if you've got 100,000 things to do, you can really only do 1 thing at a time. So slow down. Remember, when you feel overwhelmed, remember, a little at a time is how it gets done. 1 thing, 1 task, 1 moment at a time. The scripture that jumped in my mind, I use it often, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight. He will guide and direct your steps. So, in this, I'm reminding myself and thus reminding you today, trust God, man, trust God. He knows what needs to be done. I often say, have done a live on it recently, He's not wringing His hands. God's not overwhelmed. I don't need to be overwhelmed. If He's not overwhelmed, I'm His son. I don't have to be overwhelmed. Trust in the Lord. This is His journey. He has you. He's walking with you in it, but He knows He's already gone before you. He knows exactly what's taking place. Trust in Him. Don't lean on your own understanding. And that's where I get in trouble. I think that's where we all get in trouble. It's like, this has to be done, and this has to be done. If this isn't done, then that can't be done. And oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Hey, whoa, wait. Don't lean on your understanding. Your Father knows. Just take a breath, take a break, back up, rest a minute, pray, seek His guidance, seek His direction. What's the 1 thing you need to do next? And without boring you with the details, I am a technology dinosaur, and I'm having to learn along the way. Yesterday, just a very quick story, I am working on this program that will help me have online courses where I'm taking all my teachings and put it online. And it's a simple little process to set up. You're choosing your color, you're choosing how to put your logo in. Well, that's easy. So I go to download my logo, but it won't do it. It's got to go in Dropbox. Well, that's no problem. I've got Dropbox. I think I remember somebody. So I go to Dropbox, and then I try to put it in, and I don't even know how to get it in Dropbox to be able to use it to get it there. And it's all these little steps that would take you no time. That's taking me time. So that's just, man, it's little things. Don't worry about it. Do what you can. When the phone rings for the next appointment, pick it up, take the next appointment, and come back to it when you have a moment. One step, one process, one thing at a time. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't do this. One little scripture that came to mind, didn't really fit to use on my meme this morning, but when the children of Israel were going into the promised land, they're going in to take over Canaan, God literally tells them, you're not going to take the entire land at one time. You're going to do it little by little. Hey guys, that's what it works. That's how it works. That's how everything takes place. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. A little at a time is how it gets done. One thing, one task, one moment. Keep that in mind. I know we can all find ourselves in those places of being overwhelmed. Hey, Renee Bridges, being overwhelmed by all the things that are going on around us, especially right now in the climate and the culture, everything that's happening between COVID and Afghanistan and all these other issues, hurricanes and everything else. We can feel just overwhelmed. Stop. Take a deep breath. What's the next step? That's the only way anything gets done. Don't be paralyzed of what's the old saying? Analysis paralysis. Don't be paralyzed by analyzing everything. What's your next step? Take it. Eat that elephant one bite at a time. It will eventually get ate. One more quick story and I'm done for you this morning. Years ago as a boy, we were out in Texas, and there's the Big Texan restaurant, you may be familiar, has this eating challenge. A 72-ounce steak, sweet potato, salad, rolls, shrimp. If you eat it all in an hour, it's yours for free. And while we were there, somebody was taking the challenge, and I remember as a little kid, that just mesmerized me. And how did he eat that? One bite at a time. It's the only way you can do it. One bite at a time. You just got to keep eating. He didn't eat it, by the way, in an hour. He had to pay for it, $100-something. But guys, we love you. Have a wonderful day. Don't let this mess around you overwhelm you. Take a deep breath. Trust in your Father. Remember how it gets done? A little at a time. What's the next thing? Do it. Move on to the next. Eat that elephant. We love you guys. Have a wonderful, awesome, very good day. We'll see you again tomorrow morning for another Mitch's Morning Musing. Bless you. Good to see you out there, Miss Christy Horton. Tell old Stump to get up out of that bed and get moving this morning. We love y'all. Bless you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.